shot here. Oh, you're gonna get a 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 shot here.
Welcome to the No Shot NBA podcast with Chuck and Duck. And engineer Ben behind the scenes. The No Shots podcast is brought to you by Dank Delish Coffee. The best beans in the galaxy are the only way to start your morning. Go to dankdelish.com and order some. You won't regret it. You can listen, like, and subscribe to the No Shots podcast on Spotify and YouTube. And listeners, please don't be afraid to send us any questions at noshotspod@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. That's noshotspod@gmail.com. Got a little two-parter for you here. First up, we've got a little inside view on draft night. No spoilers for that one. Wink, wink. And then we're gonna follow that up with the quickest redraft of all time. Yep, you heard it. No one else has ever done it quicker. And in part 2, we'll have some free agency conversations and a little preview of Olympic hoops and, of course, everyone's favorite game, trivia. And, of course, plenty of nonsense all throughout this pod, so, Danny was really on a heater. So kick back, do your chores, enjoy the pod.
All right, draw me on legit one.
I'm definitely going.
Whoa, welcome back to the No Shots podcast.
Dig it out.
Episode 17. The quickest redraft ever. Ever to be done. That's right, we got a very special episode. This is it. This is the off-season extravaganza. We got trades. We got parades. We got world domination. The world's quickest redraft. Free agency thoughts and takes. We're talking Olympics. We're previewing them. And of course, everyone's favorite segment is back. Trivia. Engineer Buck is back with their famous trivia. And, of course, we're on Spotify. Follow us over there. We're on YouTube. Like and subscribe. Comment below. Email us at the No Shots Podcast. Did I get it right? At gmail.com. I always fuck up the email.
No Shots Pod.
No Shots Pod.
Only O's. There's only O's in our
Only
email.
O's, because that's all we're making, baby.
No X's.
No extras,
Just
only
O's.
O's.
That's
baby.
right.
That's what we write up in the script.
Send us a message at noshotspod@gmail.com.
Please. Please message us.
Oh, I forgot to...
Do we get any emails, Chuck?
Oh, that's a good question.
While Chuck looks that up, I'm your host, Engineer Buck. To the left of me is Duck, and to the right of me is Chuck.
Nope.
Hey, what?
That was wrong.
Which one?
I'm not going to fix it
All
for you.
To the left is Chuck.
All three. I got all
And to
three
the
of
right.
us.
You
wrong.
said Chuck and Duck.
I said I'm Buck. Engineer Buck.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I didn't even plan that. I just did that in the moment. And isn't it how fun, to like improvise sometimes?
Oh.
I'm definitely going.
No. But all seriously, I'm Duck. To the left of me is Chuck. Right of me, Engineer Buck, a.k.a. Basketball G's, a.k.a.
Miss Congeniality.
Ooh.
a.k.a. Miss Congenialities.
Dig it out.
Sandra Bullock herself.
That's me. You see, I was shitted on as a kid because I was nerdy. But inside, I'm a conventionally attractive woman capable of winning Miss America's beauty pageant.
All right, we're canceled.
What? That's the movie.
We're getting canceled for this.
That's the we can't get cancel
Shout-
Sandra. She
shout
did The
SB.
Blind Side.
Oh.
She's pretty good. Yeah, and I gotta ask you guys something. How are we doing today?
I've never been asked such a question.
Sometimes it's good to ask people how they're doing.
I disagree.
How are you, Engineer Buck?
I'm bucking and chucking.
Oh,
How was your lake adventure without us?
Oh,
whoa.
well, first of all, I had a lake adventure with you. Which
Yeah, but-
was pretty cool.
But that wasn't the most recent lake
No.
adventure.
No,
So
I
it
had
kind of gets
another
put on
one.
the back burner and completely forgot about.
Backburn.
Yeah, it's true. That one
Backburn.
was completely superseded. I don't remember a thing that we did. And unfortunately, you
What did we
guys
do?
just missed the raspberries popping out. When I was
Raspberries?
up
Good
there.
source of fiber.
Good source of
Jesus.
fiber. Actually, technically, they're wine berries, but
Ooh, vine berries.
I was up there with Donna and Kayvon. That's another K.
Oh, pick
Oh,
a K.
wow.
Pick a K.
Pick a K. Went to like a bunch of thrift shops.
Nice.
Habitat for Humanity Restore.
Ooh.
Pretty solid stuff in there.
Yeah, they got good stuff.
I applied for a Habitat Humanity job one time.
Oh, yeah?
Long
Recently?
ago.
Yeah.
In Baltimore.
Oh, I bet they got good stuff
Baltimore.
down there.
I didn't get hired.
No.
No, yeah, we have heard the stories. If you did,
Yeah.
we would have known.
Well, you worked for like a liquor store, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, passing.
Just one of the many jobs that I feel like I almost got but never got.
It
Ain't
feels
that
like you
just
worked
the
there,
way it
but you
goes?
didn't.
That is the way it goes. You
It's
would have
just
been
the way it
totally
is.
different person.
I
Probably
would.
Wouldn't even be sitting here.
Totally
right now.
different.
I
Chuck.
would.
Yeah.
Anyways, how you doing, Chuck?
I'm good. I'm good. I worked like 7 hours today, so I'm feeling fantastic.
Weren't you at a
Seven.
sporting event recently?
Whoa!
What?
Weren't you at a major sporting event
Someone's
recently?
bearing the lead
For the 4th of July, perhaps?
Burn, burn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I did go to the Coney Island hot dog eating contest.
No Joey.
No
Joey. There
no
was like,
chestnut.
No
to be
meat, no
found.
Joey.
but his face is everywhere.
Yeah,
Like
really.
right across from
Oh,
the
yeah.
stage, it's Joey Chestnut with a Pepsi in hand eating a hot dog.
In like a billboard?
Yeah, and a billboard. His face is
He's
everywhere.
the face of
and,
the league.
And there were protesters.
Really?
People were like, free chestnut.
Free Joey.
What did they want? For him to be allowed to eat vegan hot dogs?
No, he
No,
would
he just
eat
got
the
in the
normal hot
contest?
dog.
Yeah, he just got
Oh.
sponsored by vegan.
Oh, that's the beef?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the beef.
So to speak.
Yes. He got he has a sponsorship with Impossible Foods.
Right.
So and that's a competitor of Nathan's. So
Yeah.
they didn't want him to compete.
That's ridiculous.
So that's why there were
It's all hot dog politics, man.
That's why
Nathan's needs to expand into the impossible business.
there was a sign that
It's
said
impossible.
there was a sign that said stop being a weenie and let Joey eat.
I'm with it.
So, and on that day, so Joey had his own event. The winner of the Nathan's hot dog contest, like of the male event, they ate 58 hot dogs. Joey Chestnut did an event later that day and ate 56 hot dogs in 5 minutes instead of the 10 allotted to the
Half
winner
the time.
in half the time.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
So,
Game changer.
no
Oh,
holds
yeah.
bar, Joey.
yeah.
No holds glizzy.
Who's
Yeah.
like the Babe Ruth of hot dog
So-
eating?
Really is.
Probably
There
him.
was someone with a sign, and it was on. It was
Kobayashi, maybe.
Well, he's gonna face off against Kobayashi in in some Netflix special.
Oh,
Later,
yeah.
I
We did
think
talk
later
about that.
this month. But there was like a Mount Rushmore, and it was Joey Chestnut, Messi, Tiger Woods, and Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
were on the-
Yeah, well,
Okay.
yeah, he deserves it.
So I'm doing good though. Yeah, that was it's just always fun to go down there and be a part of the charade. You know,
Celebrate
Yep.
America's
met up-
birthday.
I met up with you later that night, and you cooked some glizzies of your
Yeah,
own.
of course.
We scarfed those down.
Oh, you guys had some 4th of July fun without me.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, someone couldn't make it. They were
Someone couldn't
busy.
make it.
Going back to the lake house, they just left.
No, someone wasn't invited.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't get a fucking invite.
Wow.
We had a
okay.
bunch
Yeah.
of Tom Collinses, not to make you jealous.
I
right?
see.
Oh,
how
yeah.
it is.
Shout out Kay.
Yeah, she makes
World's
one
best.
mean Collins.
Oh, yeah. Got pretty fucked up that night.
Yeah,
Pre-sloshed.
yeah, we had a sleepover.
Oh, yeah. I slept over. Couldn't leave the house.
Couldn't leave the house.
Yeah, it was nuts. We saw fireworks. You know, there was a band playing on the roof. It wasn't
Yeah.
you two. People were
No.
throwing furnitures off the roof.
Yeah, it
People
was
were it was a
crazy.
riot
Here?
in the streets. Yeah.
Wow.
You missed a lot, buddy.
Yeah,
Should have been there, but too bad.
I was busy spending quality time with my family, so
Yeah.
so happy for you.
whatever.
Gross. Speaking of quality time with my family, I went to a barbecue. No, it wasn't a barbecue. They cater their food.
What do you
But went
call
to
that?
pool party.
Pool party.
Pool party.
With the family, you know. And I got a big shout out to give. Big shout out to my big sister, my big little sister, Crystal. She's expecting.
Wow.
I'm gonna be an uncle again. So shout out Crystal Noel.
Congrats.
Oh,
Congrats
yeah.
on unclehood.
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 Once again.
Once, yeah, he's an experienced uncle.
Yeah, what can I
Well,
say?
that's
I'm kind of
why
a
they
cool
came to
uncle.
you to be an uncle.
Of course.
You
of
got many
course.
years in the game.
That's true.
It was so
That's
hard
true.
to keep that secret for
Will you
so
be
long.
uncle to my child?
Yeah.
You had to keep it a secret.
You come to me
I knew.
to be the uncle of your child. You. I told you. I told a few people, but I told them don't say a fucking word.
Wow, so you're doxing your sister's baby now, huh?
Yeah. This is the first No Shots Pod baby. They're gonna be one of our first
The
guests.
first no shot nephew.
I've just been an honorary uncle.
Yeah. Well, you're on your way.
You're on the way.
You know that baby's coming.
Yeah, they're gonna pop a baby out soon.
They're gonna pop one out.
Oh,
I
brother.
visit niece like it's my sister's daughter.
Pop it.
Uh,
But yeah, other than that, yep, everything's copacetic. I do have a movie to review, guys.
Okay.
yeah.
Give it in.
We don't know what this is
Give it
going to be
in.
about.
You guys ever heard of the 10 Commandments?
No.
Yeah.
I'm just joking. It's not
Are you fucking a 4-hour fucking
biblical
ancient
film.
movie? Yeah, get out of here.
Like fucking the golden age of Hollywood? No, yeah, I'm not talking about that. No, I saw It Follows. You guys ever seen this?
Oh no, I've heard good things,
Never
but
heard
I
of
haven't
it.
seen
Never heard of it?
Never
It
heard of
Follows,
it.
horror movie about like a entity following like a girl. Pretty good. It was one of those movies that I'm watching and I'm like halfway through. I'm like, have I seen this fucking movie before? There's just so many familiarities with it. But yeah, I've been meaning to watch it for a while. It's pretty good, you know? Cool style. Really cool shots in there, you know? They weren't doing too much with their style. They kept it focused on the story. And yeah, it's fucking pretty scary. So if you want a 10-year-old horror movie to watch, check it out. It's an allegory for like
It's STDs. Right?
STDs or
Oh, really?
depression. So there's a lot of allegories in there. It's pretty good.
Mhm.
Wow.
Pretty good. Trauma.
Trauma.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trauma.
And drama.
And
Yeah.
drama.
Baby mama trauma.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Just
It's
don't
called,
apologize
and it's
to me.
called It Follows.
It Follows. Check it out if you,
Okay.
you know, it's not for the weak-minded. No, it's actually not that crazy.
So those of you listeners who aren't weak-minded.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
of you who are strong-minded.
Which is all of you guys if you're putting up with our fucking podcast.
Yeah, if you're listening to this podcast, you got to be pretty strong between the
no
ears.
shot.
Can I recommend a movie I just saw?
No.
Let's hear it.
I just
No,
watched-
no, one movie per podcast.
This isn't a 10-year-old. This is a 40-year-old movie.
Oh shit.
The original Wicker Man.
Not the bees.
Not the bees. Not,
I knew you were going to bring
not-
this up.
Not the bees. Which is also great. I'm gonna go and watch that soon because now I want to see the Nick Cage remake. I was googling it, but there's no internet.
We're off the grid.
Young Christopher Lee, the Lord of Summer Isle. It's just a fun cult movie, and I get annoyed at cult movies and cult plot
Really?
lines and TV shows these days because I feel like it's super overcooked.
Yeah,
I think
a
it's
little bit.
way overdone.
especially
I mean,
in TV.
Yeah, especially TV. Midsummer.
But this was
okay,
like
they
this
did a
was
good job.
like
This is an OG.
OG. Yeah,
You know, this
all those cult movies like follow this book.
yeah,
that they
you can
provide.
see the influence. And to me, it's like it's in the details that aren't scary that really make it an interesting watch. And there's not like any wasted space in that movie. That's what impressed me. I saw it as a kid before, and I didn't really get it
Yeah,
as much. And seeing it again, it's not gonna scare you like It Follows or whatever, Blair Witch Project or something.
Mhm.
It's a really fun, certainly unsettling, very memorable imagery and
Yeah.
good acting.
Yeah.
Don't you know that you are committing murder? That's what the guy says. That's it.
that's it. All right, you got some
Wow.
movies reviews. You got any
Seen
movie?
anything good lately? Chuckaloo.
I just finished watching Clipped.
Oh, boy.
relevant.
Relevant.
Yeah. Yeah, not the best show on TV, but I like the way that they really unfolded the drama of it, and I think they captured Sterling really well. All the main characters, like I liked Doc,
Fishburne.
played by Lawrence Fishburne. He did a great job. He even did the voice. Which I heard some people was saying is a little overkill, but I kind of like it.
I like it. If you're gonna play Doc Rivers, go all out.
Yeah, of course, there's some bad basketball scenes, but I did think they did a good job of really capturing the wackiness of, Donald Sterling and Shelley Sterling, and of course V. Stiviano, who was just, frankly, beyond, he's just a weirdo. Like all three of them are.
Yeah.
Well, Sterling and V. Stiviano, they're both weirdos.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sure.
And Sterling, of course, is, that guy's unhinged.
Yeah.
But it's the kind of show where you watch something and you're like, what the fuck? Did that really happen? And you look it up and it's true.
real.
So then
It all
it starts making you believe that everything that happened is kind of true
Yeah.
in a way. And it's dramatized.
Of course.
But I thought they caught, it's not the most well acted, TV show, but I thought they captured the essence of the story really well. So
Yeah.
So my question is: it better or worse than Winning Time?
I was gonna ask the same fucking question.
it's
Beat you to it.
Yeah.
in a way, this one was kind of nice because it was shorter.
Yeah.
So it's just 6 episodes and it's
No,
over
It's
with.
done.
Yeah.
It's just a mini series.
miniseries.
I thought Winning
Gotcha.
Time. They're completely different stories because one is about, the, racist owner finally kind of getting expelled from league, but also it doesn't really matter because he still gets a bunch of money in the end. Whereas Winning Time's more about the actual players in the league, and I like the way Winning Time did. The basketball scenes were much more fun than anything in Clipped that could ever. And I thought the acting was way better in Winning Time. But, Winning Time does get like a little sloppy
Cheesy,
sometimes
sloppy.
and cheesy.
Yeah, it's mostly the editing for me that
It's a little
turned me
bit
off of
over
Winning
edited.
Time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think Winning Time's more. I don't know. This one was kind of fun too. I like that Clipped was shorter.
Mhm.
Winning Time kind of loses you at points for
Well,
sure.
it's easier to tell a story about conflict than about winning. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they had to really breed in some of that Celtics villains and like,
Right.
it's kind of like it's so cartoony. Like it's a stretch because
Yeah,
It's-
you're
you're
sort
only-
of imagining these players' lives.
Yeah.
It wasn't a national scandal
Yeah.
kind of stuff. That's just
yeah.
good food.
But there's no like I thought the guy who played Magic was really good at playing Magic.
no, yeah, I thought the acting was great.
So yeah, it's a little trivialized, but I don't know. They're so different. I can't imagine there's another like basketball show coming. Really, I don't know what else after this one.
Did
we
you
can talk
did
about.
you hear about the Celtics show they're making?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, they're making. I mean, but that's a doc.
I'm just joking.
There
I
actually
was
is
trying
a-
to make up a show off
They're
the top of
actually
my
they
head.
made a doc this year of the Celtics
Yeah,
during the season.
yeah,
So I'll get to watch that.
yeah,
No one else does.
yeah. Well,
All right.
I'm not watching that.
Go ahead, Danny. Tell us about what you've been up to.
No, he
I
did.
did.
What do
you
you got
did? Oh,
next?
I
What do you
did.
got
What do you
next?
got
there,
next? What's
Danny?
next there?
What's
sir?
next here?
Yeah, are we ready to get into
We're
it?
getting into it. We're talking basketball moves. Trade talk, baby. So now there's a few trades that we're just gonna mention before we get to the nitty-gritty of things. The first trades kicked off the offseason, officially kicked it off.
Before the draft.
Before the draft was a 1-for-1 swap. Giddy for Caruso. And sorry. An old man for a young man who likes them a little too young. Certified lover boys. Certified pedophiles. What? Okay, Bulls, fuck them up. There was another trade with. I see dead people.
He was cleared, by the way, but
It was
you
cleared.
know.
Yeah, he didn't know, but things happen, He'll learn from it. There was another trade involving my hometown romp Knicks. Bridges for a lot of picks. Mikel crosses that Brooklyn Bridge to go to a real team with a real identity.
London Bridge is falling down.
That's right. The Mecca of basketball will try to win a championship with the power of friendship.
Yeah.
Anime fans and Villanova fans unite.
What about Power Rangers fans
That's a good one.
or Ninja Turtles?
Ninja Turtles, it's like
Yeah.
a brotherhood.
They're
They do need a
brothers.
little.
They're
They
kind of
do
brothers,
need-
though.
They do need like a little nickname, a new nickname.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
People call them Nova Knicks.
Yeah.
Not good enough.
No-
We'll come up with
Kinda
something.
weird.
We'll
Nova
come up with
Locks.
something before the pod ends. That's for sure. What you say to me?
Nova Locks, like the salmon on a
dreadlocks?
bagel.
Oh,
You know, they're like
I like that one a lot.
Nova
I
Locks?
like
the
it a
Nova
lot.
Locks.
oh wow. I kind of like it. And then there was another pick. So, for the listeners at home, we promised a mock draft.
Guaranteed.
So, day of the draft, of course, like a typical college student is wanting to do. Just save all your work for the last minute. So I speed
Well,
ran.
you would know.
I speed ran. I will know. I've went to all the colleges, all the unis.
Yeah.
Oxford, Harvard,
Oxford, Harvard, Cambridge,
British Columbia.
British Columbia. That's a fucking province, bro.
Yeah. So I did my mock draft super quickly, and I just kept forgetting that Danny Diab got traded for the 14th pick.
Yeah.
Mm.
Completely derailed my mock
Oh yeah. I'm sure.
with that 14th pick.
Way off the
Completely
rail.
Wow.
derailed it. But hey, so I did it. I had to go to work that evening. What was it? Wednesday. We came back from Ben's lake. Ben owns a lake, by the way,
You
Engineer
don't
Buck.
own-
You
Yeah.
own the fucking lake, bro.
You and Tony
Just a minute.
Soprano.
Me and Tony and
You
Judge
with
Judy.
Tony and Drudy. Drudy.
Drudy.
Drudy Holiday.
Drudy Holiday and Dr. Roof.
Yeah, and so I speed ran my mock. Kept forgetting Denny got traded for 14 and pennies. pretty much.
Denny for pennies.
Denny for pennies. Speed ran my mock because I had to go to work that evening.
Whose fault is that?
You know, it wasn't a problem. I'm setting up the story.
This is just a setup, Ben.
This is a setup, man. I guess it's my fault. I did wait last minute, so you're right. It's my fault. My apologies
Whoa.
for the listeners at home for waiting so long. But yeah, I had to go to work and watch some of the draft. You know, I did for listeners at home keeping score, I got the first 4 picks of the mock. My mock. Correct.
Wow.
4 for 4.
Not bad.
Everything else I got wrong. Got them all wrong after that. But hey, 4 for 4. I think that's the first time ever I got the first 4 picks of a draft correct.
Mhm.
Wow.
Probably the last time. But
Oh,
So
this is- yeah.
so I watched a little bit of draft, finished my mock as like the first few picks were getting announced. I was like, oh, I'm gonna ace this. I'm getting all 14 right. This is gonna be great. Nope. 4 for 14, and I had to go work the after party of the draft. Yes, listeners at home,
Yeah.
you name it, you name them. The rookie, they were there.
Bronny James.
No, he wasn't
It,
there.
it wasn't drafted yet.
No, yeah,
Ah,
it was a 2-day draft. By the way, what do you guys think about the 2-day draft, real quick?
Was it not
Eh.
2 days before?
Nah.
I kept waiting for the
just
second
get it-
round to start,
Just get it over
and it
with.
just wouldn't start. I'm like, oh fuck, it's tomorrow.
It's another Allstate
It's
commercial. Shit.
tomorrow. Fuck. I'm like, who's gonna watch the second round of the NBA draft?
Yeah, I
Like,
don't.
Is
No
that
one's coming
why?
back for
Because
that.
no one would watch it anyway? Like after the first one
I don't
aired?
know. I'm sure there's like some business reasons.
I don't
like
know. I think they
sponsorships
thought
and
maybe
stuff,
it would spark some more trades or something
or
too,
some
but
like more excitement.
I don't know.
Is
I
it new
think-
for this year that they're
Yeah,
doing
Yeah,
it
that?
was the first time ever.
It's probably because of Bronny.
I don't think so.
Oh,
It could've
we got
been. It could've been.
conspiracy corner
That's
over
my
there.
theory. That's
could've
my
been.
conspiracy theory. He's probably the most famous second round pick ever.
True. Now it's
Whoa.
or Jokic.
But in the moment.
In the moment.
the moment.
You got a point. You got me there. I'll agree with that. But yeah, so I worked the after party of the NBA draft. Most people were there. A lot of Frenchmen in this draft. We'll get to it, but I saw Klinga.
Klingon.
Klingon.
Clinging to.
Yeah, he was cool, smoking his little vape.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
Igualito.
Gotta get off that
Hey,
shit.
get off
get
that
off that
vape,
vape,
bro. I
man.
don't know. I might not draft
I'm
him.
cutting that.
He
Yeah.
was great. A lot of UConn players there. Cole Anthony popped up.
Uh huh.
The couple girls by his side, as he's wont to do. Wait, what am I doing? Yeah, everyone was there. All these picks.
Who'd you get dapped up by?
Yeah.
Fuck, what's his name? Connect. What's his
Yeah.
first name?
Connect 4.
Connect 4. Dalton Connect.
Dalton Connect.
Dapped him up. I congratulate all
This
these
is number
young men.
1 on Ben's mock draft.
Oh yeah, way to
You-
win.
You're gonna
listeners.
regret giving up that first pick because I got Dalton, baby.
Oh yeah,
Were there any current NBA players?
Cole Anthony.
Cole Anthony.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Cole Anthony.
Besides him.
He said he made a joke about. I already forgot who the Magic took. He made a joke. He was like, "There's like 3 of us, man."
No, they
from
took
there."
the Silva.
Silva. Oh yeah, Silva was super
Christian
nice.
De Silva.
Tristan Silva.
Chitada.
All these guys, good looking guy. Who?
It was a good looking draft.
Jared McLean.
If nothing else.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that his name?
The TikToker.
TikToker. Yeah, famous dancing rookie.
Yeah.
Beautiful man. Beautiful smile.
He's the famous dancing
The
rookie.
famous dancing rookie. Really nice. Beautiful smile. Salute to him.
Jared McLean.
Yeah. Had
McCain.
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 Had a real fun moments with a few like of the players' families that were there. So I talked more to the families than the actual players, you know. There was one family, I forget which family it was, but one family was like we just took everything from the draft. We took all the swag. They had plaques that said 2014. They had all this swag. I was like, why not? F it. There's only going to be one draft you're going to attend.
You're going to go to.
Pretty
And
much.
now you're going
Unless,
to
like,
have
you're
a lot of.
LeBron
Now you're going to have a good some money. So may as well one last time to scrounge up everything. You know,
right?
They give you.
Take all the swag. Why not?
Got to take the swag. Memories.
Take the swag while you feel the need to take the swag.
Yeah.
Why not? It was adorable. I loved it. There was
who's hosting this party? Like,
I won't say though. It's an
no, not the location. I'm just wondering who decides where the draft after party is and says.
Probably like the fucking like event coordinators for the NBA or for the NBA draft.
Right.
Probably just like some girl.
A lot of them they can't
random,
some lady who's
they
like
can't drink.
They can't drink.
Oh yeah,
though.
that
That's
was
the
a
funny
big
thing.
controversy.
They can vape
because it was at a nightclub.
apparently.
Yeah, and
He has conditioning issues.
none of them could. Oh yeah, because of that vape.
Klingon.
None of them could drink. Like, so the parents were getting like wristbands and stuff to drink. Connect could drink. He was one of the young because he's like 24.
So Connect was buying all the rookies'
Oh
shots.
yeah, he was getting all them shots. But that was a big controversy of like people getting through the door. They had to make sure, hey, you can't let anyone under 21 get one of these wristbands.
That's so funny. It's so stupid. You're
or
literally
they can't
in
get
the
past
NBA.
any drinks or anything.
And all these French guys
These
are
people
allowed
could
to
lose
drink
their
in
liquor
France.
nights, though.
Well,
Doesn't matter.
yeah, no,
You're in
I
America,
know. It
buddy.
doesn't matter. Yeah,
You're
in
New York
America.
City, baby, the Mecca.
It's stupid.
Yeah, I think I shouldn't out him like this, but he went to outside a couple times. I think he had a bottle in the car.
Klingen?
Oh,
I think Klingen was sipping on something that night. But there was a lot of funny anecdotes. Of course, I forget half of them. I had a funny exchange with Montez Buzelis's family. His brothers was like, "Yo, where the women at?" And I'm like, "Bro, you tell me. You know, you're young. You get out there, man." That was a whole thing. Salute to him. Salute to his family.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he came back and later was like,
"This ain't Chicago, buddy."
Yep. And no, the funniest, there was some UConn people with supporting Klinga. What's the coach's name?
Dan Hurley.
Dan Hurley. Shout
Almost
him.
the coach of the Lakers.
Embarrassed the Lakers, according to Stephen A, by turning down their mega offer. He still got a big bag from UConn to stay there. He got like 5 years, 60 mil or something like that.
Yep.
He showed up, and there's one of the security guards who worked there who was working the elevator. He got a lot of one-on-one time with these guys, and he was had some one-on-one time with Dan Hurley, and I heard them passing me by, and this is just a passerby. I didn't really speak to Hurley, and Hurley was just saying he's probably a little inebriated. He was just saying, the stuff we're cooking up for next season, no one's gonna stop us.
Oh shit!
Made by night. Just hearing that, and they were roommates.
That's wild.
Moment.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
That's an exclusive scoop, Dan.
That was a good scoop.
I
Yeah,
know.
That's very good.
I didn't get any interviews like I wanted to. I wanted to have like a 3 question interview with anybody who would take it, but I was too scared to get in trouble with my job.
Yeah, you're working.
I was working.
yeah.
I was in front of people.
It's understandable.
Bosses walking around. There was always the event coordinators. kept coming around.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's a high pressure environment with all these soon to be
yeah.
famous people walking around.
Oh, this one random guy who's like staying at the hotel this venue's at just came into a random secret door. He was like, "Hey, I'm trying to get." I think he was looking for something to drink or something. I don't know what he was looking for. But he was like, "Hey, where the hell is this place?" And then he was like, "Sir, you can't be here right now. We're hosting a private party for the NBA draft. You gotta get out of here, man."
In off the street or something.
A side door he shouldn't have been in.
Yeah.
Like he went
He's
into
trying
like
to
the back
find a certain
tunnels and all
restaurant.
this stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's like you can't be here right now. So we had to like walk him out through the front. So he's like passing all these 7-footers. Pretty funny. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's my NBA draft stories.
The No Shots podcast is brought to you by Dank Delish Coffee. Whether you need a jolt on the way to the office or in relax mode in the afternoon, Dank Delish Coffee is the only quality bag of Colombian home-roasted beans that hits the spot just right. Roasted locally in Queens, New York, you can find Dank Delish Coffee beans at dankdelish.com and have their deliciousness shipped right to your lovely abode. Start your morning with a cup of Delish. Why not?
But let's get to the fucking shits, all right?
All right.
Let's get to the shits. Let's get to the first ever No Shot podcast. Redraft. Let's get ready to rumble. It's a catchphrase I just came up with.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Yeah.
It's already a phrase.
No,
No, it is.
no.
I
It is a
just made
phrase.
that
It's
up.
a phrase.
I made that
When have
up
you
on-
heard that once in your
Name
life?
I was at a Monster Jam rally. They
Once in your
definitely
life.
said it.
Yeah, and where do you think they got it?
me from the No Shots podcast.
The Dawn of New York.
The New York City Donald Sterling. All right.
The Dykeman Don.
Shout out Donald Sterling, you know.
No,
No, absolutely
I
not.
won't shout him out. I gotta draw a line somewhere.
But shout
Danny's
out,
already got us canceled 3 times.
Yeah,
this episode.
literally 3 times at least.
I'm going to do it 3 more times before the hour is done, baby. That's right. Let's get to it. Listeners at home, keep track of who's going where because we're doing a No Shots redraft. The order is Ben gets first pick, follow up by Duck, then Chuck coming in the rear, and then we go back to Ben, and so far and so forth. We're only doing 12 picks. You know, we each pick a couple times. Why not?
Quickest redraft in NBA history.
NBA history. We're setting a record here.
Exactly. On the world's first No Shots
That's
podcast
right.
redraft. Yeah, you might have seen who went where in real life, but this is what should have happened on that fateful Wednesday night.
Yeah, if we were GMs.
if we were GMs of multiple teams,
If we were the basketball gods, essentially.
basketball genii.
Genie.
Well, it's a good thing that we've got a basketball genius going first.
Ooh, basketball genius.
That's right. I've been cooking this one up for a long time.
Who's gonna go where? Find out next on the No Shots podcast.
All right.
All right, let's get to
You
it.
ready?
Ben, you're up. Number
Well,
1 pick.
Guess
Number one
what?
pick, you're on
to
the
the
clock.
Hawks. The Hawks.
With the first pick in the 2024 NBA Draft,
The Atlanta Hawks with the number 1 pick select. I'm going with Rizaker.
Rizache.
Richache.
Rizaker, the Rizmobile.
Zachary
The
Rizache.
Wiseacre. Rizache.
Wow.
Rizache.
What's your reasoning, man?
Why is
Well, my
Richache
my
getting
Hawks,
picked first?
they're bad, right? They're bad. They're
could
okay
be, yeah.
offensively, but they're really bad defensively. So I like he has some defensive potential. This guy, he's kind of big. He's a wing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's
Big
a
wing.
6'8", 6'9" wingspan.
NBA loves those guys.
Yeah.
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 Damn.
I think he can improve his shooting, and also they have enough offense that they could carry him, but they need the size, they need the defense. I'm confident that he'll slip into a useful role on this team, even if he's not a future All-Star.
Wow. Okay, I like it. You know what?
Where'd you have Rizache on your board, Danny?
On my board, I am going 1. I don't know if he's like my top player. I think might be who I might pick number 2 here, but the Hawks they just, other than a Konwu, they've constantly just picked wings since Trae Young.
Yep.
It's just wing,
sure.
wing, wing, wing,
Yeah.
wing.
Yeah.
Hello? Who's this?
Oh, we have our first call-in.
Oh, we got a call
hold
in.
on.
Yeah, I've been listening to your show for 40 years.
What's your name? Where you from?
Hey, my name's Bob. I'm from St. Louis.
Bob from St. Louis.
Yeah, this question was for Charles, actually.
Okay.
When are the Celtics going to stop sucking?
Hey, we're champs. We're
NBA champs, baby.
Yeah, sure.
Take that, Bob from St. Louis.
Yeah, we champs.
What
We
you?
champs.
What's your team, Bob from St. Louis?
Well, the Cardinals.
You know, Tatum is from St. Louis, bro. You should probably follow along. I don't like Redraft that much because he's not that great of an athlete. Like he is big. He has, his wingspan is same as his height, so he doesn't have a great wingspan.
Mm-hmm.
He had like one hot streak of shooting, but other than that, it's like he's been like a 30% 3-point shooter, and that's not really from NBA range. He doesn't shoot free throws very well.
Mm-hmm.
He's got all that like European off-ball cutting movement and stuff.
Yeah.
But he's not. He can handle the ball a little in transition, just not much of a half-court creator. So I just feel like he kind of has a limited ceiling, and there's other people I wish Atlanta would have just taken
A risk on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you're Atlanta here, I don't know. I feel like you want to maybe, even if it's because I think Redraft will be fine, but I don't think he has much like star potential in him.
Who have you taken if you were Atlanta? Who you had number one on your big board, Chuck?
If I'm them, because there was a lot of Sar didn't take the interview with them.
He didn't work out
I
with them.
probably would have just gone with Sar, even though he's not my 1-1 on my board, but I feel like he's just got a much more upside as a defender, and if the shooting comes along, then he could be a star. But I don't know. I don't know if I'd go star, but I feel like he has more upside. And if you're gonna go with the conventions of this,
he could be a
draft,
star. That's for sure.
Yeah. So that's all. But we've got our first pick in.
First
Danny,
pick. I'm on the clock.
You on the clock? Tick tock.
And guess what?
The Washington Wizards.
The
That's
Wizards.
the Washington Wizards. Oh, just traded Denny Diov. It's time to find his replacement.
We left Denny's. Now we got to go to IHOP.
I'm going Alex Sarr. For me, he's, the jury's still out. He's very raw, but he just has the most potential for me there. And if I'm the Wizards, that's what I'm going for right now. I don't need to be good this year.
Bit of a chucker.
Yeah.
Could be a chucker. Could be. I don't know.
But
It
he's
could
a
be
big
lot of
boy.
things.
Well, I think what you see with Sar is just a guy who theoretically is going to be able to guard 1 through 5. Kind of in that Bam. He looks like, on the defensive side, looks like Bam Adebayo.
Yeah.
Away. The way he can switch. He's got a good. He's, again, not he's a better athlete than Redraft, but like.
Oh, yeah.
He clearly has a lot of mobility for a big. So he offensively total project.
Like, super raw.
Not a good shooter.
Bad around the rim. Can shoot, but very limited attempts.
I don't know. I don't like his shot form at all.
I'm not a huge fan either.
He's 6'11" with a 7'4" wingspan, and he can move.
Yeah.
So I like the project. If you're the Wizards,
take the project. He took a project last year with Koulibaly, and I'm liking him so far. I'm liking me some Koulibaly.
Yeah.
And I get Sar pair with him.
Where'd you have Sar on your board, Danny?
I'd probably just have him 1.
Yeah.
Yes, because for me, he has the most potential. I don't know if any of these guys will be like all-stars.
No, I don't think
I'm
so.
not convinced any of these. It's a weird draft. This is why it's kind of fun that we're doing. This is our first draft.
The redraft.
It's such a weird draft. Like, even 2020, there was no March Madness because of COVID that year.
Yeah.
But even those guys, I thought we have all-star potential there. I thought for sure there was going to be multiple all-stars from that
just
draft.
going through these guys, I was like,
I'm not convinced any of these guys will be an all-star.
I'm like, bust.
Yeah.
But I don't know who's going to be good, because it's it feels like there's so many swing skills that will make or break a lot of these players. And a lot of it is shooting. Whoever will learn how to shoot might get the nod.
Might be a great player, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. At this point with this draft, if you get a really good starter, I think that's a win. for years. I think that's a win in my mind at this point. But
Okay.
that's my number 2 pick.
I agree.
Thank you.
That's what I was looking at with my Rizachet pick.
Oh man, this is gonna be tough here now.
Number
That's
three.
really put me
Put you in the hole.
In a
The
hole.
Houston Rockets.
Houston. We have a
Select
problem.
with the third pick in the 2024 redraft.
Are we just gonna go?
So far.
So far, so good. So far, the draft is exactly the same.
Should I just fuck things up here?
You
Good.
could. Do
Go
whatever
for it.
you want.
Yeah.
You are
Okay.
the GM of the
I guess
Houston
I'll
Rockets.
just fuck things up. I'm gonna take Castle here at 3.
Whoa.
I think he's my number 1 guy on my board.
Wow.
Stephon Castle. Yeah, I mean, he would be my number 2 guy, honestly.
I don't know if he can. I don't know if he can shoot, and I don't know if he can be a point guard. But there's a little Drew Holiday to him, and if he can,
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever going to be like some super like shooter. But Drew Holiday wasn't a great shooter when he came in either.
No, not at all.
I don't love his mechanics, but let's give Ime Udoka his next. And I know he doesn't fit well necessarily with Houston.
Yeah.
But I think he's just. I was gonna consider going with Reed again here because Reed is
more of a fit. Yeah,
They
this
might-
was a fit draft.
They need a replacement for Fred eventually.
yeah.
And they need shooting.
Yeah,
but
they do.
I just wanted to fuck things up here, and I think I like Castle. He's my number 1 guy on my board.
Yep.
And if he can be Ime's Marcus Smart, then I see why they would like him here. So, yeah, I think he's got because he has good feel on offense. So, again, if the shooting comes along, I think we'll see a little bit more playmaking from him. But yeah, he's 6'5".
Yeah.
6'9"
Big guard.
wingspan.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just
really
like-
reminiscent of Drew.
And I like the way he chose UConn because he just wanted to be like coached hard. That was the story that he gave.
Yep.
So I think he's a gamer. So
Oh, yeah.
that's what I like. I think he fits well on this Rockets Ime staff. So
Yep.
yeah, I'm going with Castle.
Castle number 3 to Houston Rockets. That puts Engineer Buck back on the
Back
board.
on the line for the San Antonio Spurs. Well, perfect, because my 4th pick, first option, was going to be Reed Shepherd.
Oh,
Reed
Thank
Shepherd.
you
Reed
for
Shepherd.
letting
So we
him
got a little
drop.
swapperooski.
A little swapperooski, perhaps. Great shooter, anomalously, for this draft.
My God.
Put him out there with Wemby. Fuck it. You got the old point guard and the young point guard. I love it.
Yeah. Why
You
not?
know, the rookie learns from the veteran.
Yeah.
He's
More
a little
spacing.
short,
Yeah.
which could be a problem. But in today's NBA, if you can hit those threes, then who cares?
Yeah, he's by far the best shooter in the draft, I think.
If he
at
was
least at this moment.
if this guy was 6'5",
Oh.
he would be the consensus number 1 pick, and
Yeah,
it wouldn't
I
even
think
be
so.
close.
I think so.
It's just that he's 6'1",
6
which
foot
is
one.
tiny, and
Very small.
he does everything you want to do on defense too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And
very
I
good
think he can
defender.
definitely grow into a really good point guard. It's just he's small, and at the end of games, he's gonna get attacked for the rest of his career. Maybe this is why San Antonio's a good fit, though, because
Mhm.
they've got the length behind him.
Oh,
You've
yeah.
got the fucking boogeyman behind him.
The Slender Man.
Do you want to know a fun
Slender
fact, a fun Spurs fact?
No, not really, but
No, thanks. Let's
Well, I'm
move on.
going to tell you anyway.
Let's move
I'm gonna
on.
tell you anyway. The 2024 Spurs, 26th in offense, their rating was 110.9. In 2012, they were number 1, and their rating was 110.7.
yeah, things have gotten
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Not that long ago. 14 years.
I know it's the threes.
It's the threes.
Yeah.
Shit's wild.
I mean, yeah, this
Wasn't
guy.
that a good 3-point shooting team too?
Yeah, I feel like it is. It's just the amount, the volume,
volume,
yeah.
volume. I mean,
Yeah.
so yeah, it is crazy.
Buddy.
Yeah, I like Shepard a lot.
Mhm.
He's gonna be a good playmaker.
Yeah.
We'll see how he. I mean, I think the swing skill for him is really his getting to the rim and how is he going to finish around the rim, because he is athletic, but sometimes for those small guards it can just be really tough to finish down there.
Pick and
Like,
roll action.
For example, Fred VanVleet is like just really bad around the rim, and it's because of his size. So you kind of have to be special down there. When you got to be crafty, you got to be creative.
How tall is Curry?
6'3".
6'3".
Yeah, pretty tall.
So, but he should be able to leverage his shot to create, driving lanes for himself. It's just when you're getting down there. So I like him a lot.
I do too.
All right.
Next up.
All right,
Danny.
next up is me. We got the Detroit Pistons on the clock. Now, originally in my mock draft, I had Buzelis going 5 because there was some connections there with the Pistons. So I was hearing a lot of rumors they could go 5. He ended up going 11 to his hometown Bulls, which is fun. Love to see. But, most of the top guys off the board are gone. So it's like Pistons could go anywhere. Who they draft originally?
Holland.
Ronald
Oh, Ronald Holland.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not picking him. I'm going Cody Williams.
Oh, you fell in love with Cody Williams.
The Detroit Pistons fell in love with
There goes my
Cody
10th
Williams.
I barely have any notes on him. He's way back there.
Yeah. Yep. I'm just gonna fuck some stuff. Wing of Colorado, brother of Jalen Williams from the OKC Thunder.
Mhm.
Probably not nearly as good as Jalen, but
He's
never
a
know.
lot younger though. Jalen
lot
came
younger.
out he
21, 20.
he was did he play all 4 years?
He might have.
It might have been at least
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, maybe 20, 21. Yeah, what did he come out? But yeah, he's young. He's like 18,
I think he
19.
probably played 2 years
2
of
years?
college because he's let's see here. I can look this up.
Anyways, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know much about Cody Williams. I just think there's a little potential there, and it's the Pistons. What's
3 years,
3 years?
Jalen Williams. So
What's I mean, this is a classic Pistons pick for me, so I had to do it. Had to pull the trigger on Cody.
I like it.
yeah, he's just a really raw athlete. I mean, 6'6", 7'1" wingspan.
Pretty
So you
big.
love to see that.
Yeah,
He's only 170 something
very
pounds
thin,
right
yeah.
now. But he's a good cutter, and he's just kind of a slasher. Wing. Just
yeah.
kind of like his brother, though he has none of the pull-up game or
Yeah.
anything. So yeah, his dribbling isn't great at this point, but yeah, he's a
No.
total project.
Total project, and why not? We got Vassar, who's who was a project last year. He's a similar player, not as good defensively, but we're going for wings. We got our guards,
Mm-hmm.
we got a few bigs. And let's throw a wing in there. And I like Cody Williams' slashing ability for the Pistons. This is a classic Pistons pick. I had to do it.
All right.
Yep. All right. Number 6
With
is on
the
the clock.
6th pick in the NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Yeah. They originally selected.
They originally selected
James.
Jane Salone.
Yeah. It was also nice. He was also there. He was the first person that showed up to the after party.
Oh, really?
No one was there for hours,
Oh.
besides him and his family.
Okay. I guess. God damn it. I'm gonna keep it chalk here to Jane Salon. I'm going with it again.
Whoa!
I like the pick.
Wow.
I think he's gonna be. Well,
Sticking with the
I
pick,
don't want
ladies
to
and
make any
gentlemen.
because this guy is so raw.
So raw. A lot of these guys are really
His
raw.
shot looks good. He didn't quite make as many as you would hope. Awesome off-ball cutter. Intriguing catch and 3 shooter. Great at playing passing lanes.
Yeah.
if you watch the tape, man, he just jumps the thing.
Yeah.
Off ball defense. He's 6'9", got a 7'1" wingspan. I feel like Charlotte just needs a project. I'm just, if I'm one of these small market teams, and there's no sure thing, I'm just swinging for the fences.
Yeah. Yeah.
He doesn't have great touch around the basket. He's got a sloppy dribble, right? It feels like the game's almost new to him, but he plays like just extremely hard.
Yeah.
All the time. So I just like the mentality.
Yeah.
Which is why I kind of also was thinking Holland here too, because they're similar, but Salon's bigger. He's got like a little bit of, step back game, a little bit. Like, I don't know. I mean, he may never ever use it, but I like the mechanics of the shot, even though it hasn't quite gone in. So, I mean, this could be a just complete bust.
Yeah.
But if he pans out, I like his measurables, and I think the shot looks good. And if I'm Charlotte, I'm not going to be good anytime soon. So I'm
Probably
just
not,
taking a big project.
Yep.
So I'm going to stay with Salon, even though he wasn't. I don't know. My board's all screwed up.
Man, my sport's fun. Yeah, I mean, I like him. I'm rooting for him. He's he could be fun. For the listeners at home, that is the third Frenchman taken off the board.
Yeah.
Trois.
Lots of French.
Yep. Number 3. It's the
All
French
right.
draft.
Going to
the
be a good French
connection.
team in a couple of years.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
The No Shots podcast is brought to you by Dank Delish Coffee. You can find Dank Delish coffee beans at dankdelish.com and have their deliciousness shipped right to your lovely abode. Start your morning with a cup of delish. All right, we'll jump to next, which is Ben there.
The Portland Trailblazers. Well, my draft is in great shape. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm pulling the trigger. We're going to Star Trek, and we're getting the Klingon.
The Klingon.
The Klingon.
The
I love you,
Klingon.
Khan.
The Don. The Iron Man.
7'2".
7'2".
7'2".
Wingspan 7'6.8". Whatever.
He's huge, man.
Huge.
Yeah, it's huge.
Huge guy. Maybe not the most finessed or good at little moves, but
Yeah.
his that sheer size, rebounding, defensive finishing ability, it's going to be great for my Blazers.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're trying to establish a defensive identity here. We got zippy little shooters who can run around and do things with him, and he can give Ayton a break.
Question is,
Ayton, yeah.
is he gonna play? I mean, what are they gonna trade Robert Williams?
Yeah, what,
They got three centers
They have
now.
3 centers.
Yeah.
I like.
You think he's gonna play next to Ayton?
Yeah, put Ayton at the 4.
That might happen with a lot of these rookies. A lot of these
Yeah.
bigs might play with another big.
Yeah,
Well,
I feel like they'll
they might
try things out
experiment.
because they're a bad team anyway, right?
Yeah.
Fuck with your rotation,
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
what works.
I don't think you could play. If
They have a bunch of
Aiden might
guards,
need
too.
to step out and start shooting some threes, but
Yeah.
he just loves his mid-range.
He loves the
game.
mid-range
He
game.
loves
Yeah,
it.
I mean, Klingon's classic big. He's
Yeah.
gonna protect. He does a good job protecting the rim. He can convert some lobs. He's not like the most athletic guy out there, but he's actually a little bit of a sneaky passer.
Yeah.
He would, he hit guys on backdoor cuts in that UConn offense.
Oh yeah.
He won his he won a championship in high school. He won a championship in college twice.
Yep.
So this guy's a winner.
He's got
Pure
he's got
yeah.
the bona fides.
I'm a
pretty
little
sure.
worried about his health stuff because he only played like 22 minutes a game
Yeah.
and was injured for part of it.
Yeah, me too.
And does just seem like a little bulky, but
And he's got the vape in hand constantly.
He's got
Could
the
be-
vape,
could be
and he's
tough.
20 years old already. He's already old,
yeah.
vaping away his future.
Yeah.
Who's coaching the Blazers
I like-
right now?
Chauncey, right?
Chauncey
He got
Billups.
fired.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I like Klingon. I'm going to say this a lot in this draft because there's so many question marks.
Yeah.
But I'm rooting for him.
No, for
Yeah.
sure. I'm rooting
He
for
I think
just-
him.
he'll be good.
I'm worried about
To a
his
degree.
like if he can actually do anything else besides what he does now because he doesn't have like great touch around the rim,
Yeah.
and he's not a good free throw shooter at this point.
No.
There was some talk about him being able to shoot threes or something, and I don't know about that.
51%.
So I think he's going to be your
57%
classic
free throws as
yeah.
a sophomore.
Yeah.
I think he's just going to be kind of a
classic,
classic big.
Yeah.
You kind of know what he's going to be. So, I mean, that's solid.
You know what he is, unlike a lot of these guys.
But I'm not into it. I'm into the projects.
Oh,
Maybe he
boy.
becomes a tradable asset, if nothing else,
Yeah.
Maybe.
for the right
maybe.
team.
Yep.
Maybe. Portland got Klingon and a Diav. Same night.
That's right. The offense of Dia.
I know. It's just-
I really thought his name was Ryzacker.
No,
Yeah.
I only know it because I was listening to a podcast where they
Riza
had
Shea.
Riza Shea.
They looked it up. Yeah, Risha
Of
Shea.
course,
Yeah, and
that
Silver
makes
did a good
way more
job
sense.
pronouncing it. I was like, let's see if he's gonna get this right, and he did. He nailed it. And I was like, oh, he got it.
With the fourth pick.
Oh, you know one thing I loved from the draft though?
What?
That I have to intersect here? So it's happening in Barclays.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, and Adam Silver comes out, and the first thing he does is congratulate the Boston Celtics on the championship, and then he says, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum were both draft picks that were taken on a night like this. And it's hilarious because that's the Nets stadium, and the Celtics wouldn't have had either of those picks if it wasn't for the stupid Nets.
And for them moving
So
to
they were getting
Brooklyn,
booze, and I was
Team
like,
Barclays,
I fucking
pulling
love
that
this
trigger.
shit.
Oh yeah.
That's a good
Yep.
full circle right there.
Shout out Billy King. No, not Billy King. Whatever. Who cares? Anyways, who's next? Me?
Yep, you're next.
The 8th pick in the NBA draft.
Who I got?
The Minnesota Timberwolves.
Well, do you want
or
do you want to accept the trade, Danny,
Bing bong. Trade
So-
offer.
or do you as the Spurs want to pick, or do you want to accept?
So right
the
now
trade?
the Spurs are on the clock, right? For our guy was Sudan. Sulan, what's his name?
Tajane Salon. I'm saying that so
Salon.
wrong.
That's
Yeah.
who I had them mocked to get. That's where all
He's
the rumors
Wemby's
would
old
get.
teammate.
Yeah, Wemby's old teammate, his real
Mm.
right hand man. That's who they wanted. He
Yeah.
wasn't there. They traded that pick, so we're trading to the T Wolves.
Back to the
Kidding me?
T-Wolves.
Giving me a unprotected 31st? I'll take that any day for
You could draft the next Jokic.
a draft like this. Yeah, really could. So now it's the T Wolves on the clock. And who do they want out there? What does Minnesota need? Yeah, I'm probably just gonna pick the guy they actually picked, which was Devon Carter. Who was
Nope.
it? No,
Rob Dillingham.
Oh, Rob Dillingham. Duh. Yeah, we're going Rob Dillingham. Score first guard out of Kentucky. I could see him being a decent playmaker.
He's the best shot creator.
Yeah,
in this
he's a shot
draft.
creator. Like, I don't expect a big role for him of a good team for like
Another
Minnesota next year.
small guy.
Yeah, that's kind of his problem. This is another guy. If he was 6'5", would be
Yeah.
the number one pick.
Mm.
He can pass.
He could, yeah.
He showed some passing, but yeah, mostly he's just a dynamic creator, shifty. He drained half his catch and shoot threes this year,
Yep.
so he can do it.
He could do that.
His problem is he's 6'1" and 164 pounds right now.
Really small. But yeah, we're taking the risk here in Minnesota. San Antonio, we're buying on Minnesota being bad in the 2030s. And yeah, we're taking the risk. Rob Dillingham to pair with Ant potentially once Conley's out of here. And yeah, we're gonna be good next year. So who knows? Yeah, he could develop for a year. Take some time, develop. Maybe be the backup point guard.
He's just got to build up the frame. But I think if you're looking at Minnesota, what they lacked in that Dallas series was just someone else to create a play.
I agree.
And Dillingham
is that guy.
Theoretically will be able to do that.
Yeah.
I guess if you want to project him, like, he could be Malik Monk, right? Like a little flashier Malik Monk.
Also Kentucky guard. Kentucky Wildcat.
If you want to, other small guards. Again, like, it's, how crafty is his finishing going to be. That will really separate him because he can shoot threes and he can get to where he wants to
Wait.
go.
What college was he from? Kentucky?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
I thought I was just making that up for a second
Nope.
and confusing
No,
him for
you're
someone
not.
else. Whew, that would have been bad. All my basketball knowledge down the drain. Whoosh. Get one
Flush
uni
it.
right,
Fuck it.
wrong. It's over.
You're
All right,
done.
Charles is now on the clock with the
With the number 9 pick,
The number 9
Memphis
pick.
Grizzlies.
Grizzlies. Who will play with Ja and Smart?
You guys are just forcing me to do
Triple
this.
J.
It's all y'all's fault that I have to do this.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'm going chalk again. Let's go Edie.
Edie.
I love Edie. He was on this board, he's my fifth best player.
Yeah.
Listen, you know what Edie is. He's a polished presence.
Yeah.
He's a great screener.
Yep.
He can protect the rim.
Yep.
Can he get back on defense? I don't know.
Oof. We'll
But
see. Conditioning. He played like every minute of
Yeah.
every game.
he's
for
a
them.
good athlete. He's gonna play. He's 7'3" with a 7'11" wingspan.
Come on.
Oof.
Huge.
He's not one of these 20. He's 22, so he's not like he's 24. All his guards sucked
Yeah.
for so long.
Mm-hmm.
I just think the Grizzlies really need a big besides Jaren Jackson Jr. because he cannot rebound for shit.
Yeah.
And they
can I
need this
ask-
big guy
Well,
I
why
agree.
did you not take him over Saloun?
because
For Charlotte,
Yeah, for Charlotte.
Charlotte,
drafted a big last year.
yeah, they have
Mark
Mark
Davis,
Williams,
Mark Williams.
who
Hmm.
is
Still
I don't know,
raw.
a little project.
Story's still
but-
out.
I just think for Charlotte, I want like a project, someone who maybe has some kind of star upside, and I'm
Mhm.
willing to just swing for the fences.
Got it.
I feel like Edie is more of a win now move.
Yeah, it's a bit.
And
you don't want to do that
also-
with Memphis.
This has worked. Like I don't know what kind of team that Charlotte's trying to build. Like I feel like it's just a mess. So
Yeah.
I'm willing to kind of make more of a mess. Whereas I do while Edie is ranked really high, on my board, I do think that he is only fits certain places,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't fit everywhere. Like he's not playing on like I don't know. I mean, he could play
Mhm.
anywhere, but I feel like in Memphis he has a real role. Like he could start for them this year, honestly.
I could see him playing like 20.
Yeah.
Like 16 to 25
Jaws
minutes this year.
this is like so Steven Adams was great.
Yeah.
Valanciunas was great.
Mhm.
These are all slow-footed big men that I think that have worked with Ja and the Grizzlies
Great
system.
screen setters.
And he fits this perfect system.
Yeah.
I think he would be effective everywhere, but I don't think teams would want to use him the way that the Grizzlies will use him
Yeah. I agree.
as effectively. So I think he's going to be really good, but I think it's very situational.
Interesting.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
completely agree.
All right.
Yeah, bit of a shock for some people. Not a lot of people have him going in the
I was
lottery
like,
on draft
that's
night.
happening. I was like,
But
Yeah.
I thought so too. Was not surprised in the moment. All right, with the 10th pick, Engineer Ben,
I'm the Utah
Utah
Jazz
Jazz.
here, 10th pick. This is my final
Danny
pick.
Ainge over here.
Danny's Angel. Danny's Angel. And you know what?
Is your final pick?
This is my final pick.
So we're
Damn,
entering
it's
last
already
picks.
over.
We're doing 12. So wait, 9 you went with
Edie.
Yeah.
I'm going to win the Edie. Yeah.
I'm going with Bronny James.
Get the fuck out of here.
I don't care. I don't have a good team. I'm stirring up controversy, and I'm going to force the Lakers to
my
either trade me a
gosh.
bunch of guys way over value, or I get
And-
LeBron.
And you're fired.
You're fired.
Because the Utah
No.
Jazz just came down and the owner said you're fired.
You're
No,
done.
I'm locked in.
No,
I'm
Danny-
you're fired.
contracted in.
You're gone.
You may have gotten Brenny James,
I
but
did
you're
it, though.
fired.
I don't
You're
care. I did
fired.
it.
You're fired.
did.
I
You
fucking
pulled
I
the
pulled the
trigger.
lever,
You're
Kronk.
fucking fired.
I pulled the
You're
lever.
fired.
Pulled that lever.
Aprons
huh?
be damned.
I'm writing Ben got fired.
Fired.
My first draft and I got fired?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You're out of here.
I had to do it. I had to.
I knew Ben was
hate
gonna
you.
do a troll pick like that.
I waited till my last one.
And you did wait. You did lull me to sleep for not doing it on your first few.
Uh-huh.
No
and,
fun.
Good.
and then pull the trigger on the
All
last
right,
one.
analysis on Bronny James. Once his dad is not in the league, he won't be in
He
the
won't
league.
be either.
Wow. Wow. I don't know about that.
He'll be on
I think
some
he's an
G League
all-star.
team. He'll be on a G League team.
I think he can stick around
Maybe
a
he'll
tiny
go.
bit if he's really good defensively, but that's an if.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. I think he could be a good defender.
Sometimes that NBA pedigree. Look at Gary Payton too.
Yeah. It took a while.
No one thought he would be.
He took a while.
guy.
He was a G League guy for a little while.
Yeah,
You don't think he has Gary Payton energy?
he's got
No.
that Payton in him.
No.
No, I don't. I don't.
This is going to be the best
right, you're
Utah
up.
Jazz team since Malone and Stockton.
All right.
Bronny and Taylor Horton.
Gonna
Who do they
pass on
have?
this
Danny,
Bronny.
go. I've had enough of this.
Go.
I've had enough Bronny James talk. He almost didn't come up this episode.
I got all my picks.
All right,
so
I
I'm
got
happy.
the Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
Bulls here. All right, who's still on the fucking board?
Well, you
We
already
got-
took Cody Williams.
Yeah, I took Cody. Buzelis is still here. Connect. Carter.
Topic.
Topic is fucking hurt. I don't want that fucking guy. I mocked Topic to the Bulls at 11. Isn't that funny?
My backup was Cody Williams for Bronny
I'm just gonna keep Buzelis and am I gonna do that?
or Khalil Ware.
It's between Topic or Buzelis for me. We just got Giddy. Give me Buzelis.
Okay.
Give me. He's very raw. He's athletic as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to have a good head on his shoulders. He's from Chicago.
Yeah, it's a total hometown pick.
Total hometown romp by the Bulls. But yeah, I'm gonna get Topic. He's gonna be out. You know, I got Giddy.
Yeah.
Lonzo's already a question mark. How many playmakers do I need here? How many tall playmakers do I need for the Bulls? Or kind of just question marks. Give me another project in Buzelis. Yeah. Montez. Staying in
Yeah,
Chicago.
I like Montas too. He's a high field passer,
Yep.
good cutter. He's got upside as a rebounder.
Yeah.
Shot doesn't look totally broken, even though he didn't shoot well at all.
Yeah, he
Another
didn't
guy.
shoot well at all. But there could be something there. It's
What-
going to take some time.
What I like about Buzelis is just the mentality.
Yeah.
This is what he said. He told Donatas Urbonas of Basketball News about Risa Shea. He challenged him to a one-on-one.
Yeah.
And he said, of course I want to see him one-on-one. He just doesn't want to do that with me. His agent will not do that with
love
me.
it.
Won't do
And
that
I
with
know
me.
he won't. It's a business decision. My advantage is that I have everything over him.
Ooh.
That's what I like about Buzelis.
And I love Buzelis. I saw like almost a year ago he did like a dunk contest with who's next year's number one guy potentially?
Flag?
Cooper Flag. He did like a mini dunk contest. Cooper Flag at practice. He wants all the smoke.
Yeah.
He's a Chicagoan. Wants all the smoke. He was the guy I was the closest to getting that interview with. But his brothers and family kept yapping to me about
Yeah.
them potentially
For
picking
sure.
up women. And salute to them for that. They were kind of a highlight of the night, I gotta give it to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, Buzelis, great head on his shoulders. I love it. Why not? Keep him in Chicago.
Why not? Okay, I got the Thunder here.
Yep.
All right, this
Number
is
12.
This is a steal, and I'm taking Holland.
Yeah.
And it's
I almost won Holland.
It's real easy at this point. Plus, we got the shot doctor over here in OKC.
OKC.
Where is Holland? My Holland notes. Yeah, he's 6'6", 6'11" wingspan,
Yep.
explosive finisher, decisive
athletic.
attacker, especially in transition. He's a selfless passer. He's one of the youngest players in this draft.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's a versatile defender, can guard all over the floor. And he's voracious out there. Similar, him and Buzelis were on that same that Ignite team.
Yeah.
They're
Just
both
dunking.
just hard-nosed
Attacking
players.
the rim, yeah.
And really, it's just the shot that needs to to fix itself.
Yep.
I feel like OKC is in good position to do it. So I'll take Holland. I think he's at least gonna be in the NBA for a while, even if his shot doesn't come totally there.
Yeah.
So I like Holland.
I like it. Yeah, it felt perfectly to you at
Mhm.
OKC. Yeah, I like him too.
All right.
Where did he go in the actual draft? He went
Detroit.
Detroit at 5. Yeah, no.
All right. So that's been
Passed him.
that's been the quickest redraft in NBA history.
Yep.
Well,
Quickest
in a way,
redraft.
it's kind of nice that it kind of went chalk because you can't. I mean, we don't know anything about these
We
guys.
haven't seen these guys. These guys
At
just
all.
started playing summer league.
There's a little
Yeah.
variation in there.
Yeah,
and
Um,
we're not watching summer league. Let's be honest. We're
I-
going
I-
to barbecues.
I'm
and
gonna
stuff.
watch Summer League.
All right, let's get to it.
I'll
What are you
watch some
looking
summer.
forward to as summer league?
Well, let's
Chuck?
wait. Hold on. Let me
Okay,
just
go ahead.
read back through our
You wanna
redraft.
go through
Okay,
our
go ahead.
draft?
Here's our
Real quick.
redraft with the number
Recap
one
of
pick.
the redraft.
The Hawks select Zachary Risache.
Interesting.
We got the Wizards with Alex Sarr.
Interesting. No
Rockets
no
at
moves.
third with Stephon Castle.
Whoa.
Spurs then draft Reed Shepherd.
Right.
Yep.
Detroit Pistons make the biggest shocker of the draft
Big
here,
shock.
Danny. Cody Williams.
Interesting.
The Hornets steal to Jane Salon again from the Spurs
Yep.
here at 6.
Sorry,
The
Spurs.
Trailblazers cling on.
Mhm.
And the
Yep,
Spurs
stay
trade
there.
again to the T-Wolves here.
Get the same guy.
And get Rob Dillingham.
Yep.
The Grizzlies grab Edie.
Hold up.
At number 10, Ben got fired.
Yes, he
You're
did.
fired.
At
They did.
11,
Well,
the
what
Bulls,
happened to me getting
the
fired?
Bull-
What did we select?
the Bulls get
Ronnie
Uzelis.
Zealous to the
Thank
Bulls.
And
sticking there.
at 12, the Thunder grab Ron
Holland,
Holland.
yep.
So that's the no shots, quickest redraft in NBA history.
No Topage, no
No Topage.
Car, no Connect,
No Connect. No
Jacoby
Khalil
Walker.
Ware.
Who's the guy I said? De Silva.
De Silva.
Silva. You like De Silva?
What about Bub Carrington?
He was nice.
I like
I like Bub.
I like Bub
I like
Carrington.
Bub a lot. I actually forgot about him just now. I
And the
probably
dance
should put
and the
them-
What about-
dancing.
You
the
see?
dancing McCain.
Did you see
Oh
Devin?
yeah, my guy. He is very
Devin
nice.
Carter.
Devin Carter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Devin Carter's going to be a good player
Yeah.
for a long time.
I like Devin Carter.
He's got a 6'8" wingspan. He's 6'2".
yeah, small guy, long wingspan.
Big hands.
Could be.
Big arms.
Okay, yield some fruit in this
Yeah.
league we call the NBA.
Mhm.
Summer League.
All right, any summer league thoughts? I have none. I'm not gonna watch a single game. Maybe I'll watch a core.
I'm gonna watch a good amount. I'm just telling you right now.
Maybe I'll watch a core. I do want to say there was a lot of like almost trades. Like the Hornets almost traded their pick, and then like it didn't happen. There was confusion with the Knicks, Wizards, OKC picks in the 20s. It was a weird draft. It was interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of fun to keep track of.
Well, one thing I want to mention is just the Bucks in their draft. They draft
Who they got?
eight. They got I forget the name. AJ. Who did they get here? AJ Johnson, who's
Okay.
just a complete project.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm just like, what are they doing? And then and then they draft Tyler Smith, another project. So they got two projects when there was plenty of like upperclassmen to pick from
Like, yeah,
that
who could
maybe
could
could have
contribute.
helped them.
Yeah.
Like for example, the guy who the Celtics drafted at 30, or Tyler Kolek. Either one of
Kolek,
those
yeah.
guys would have helped them out this
Yeah.
year, especially for a team that doesn't have any depth.
Yeah, that's really
like,
interesting. Actually,
Or what about like Terrence Shannon Jr.?
yeah,
Like, I don't know. There's a lot of guys here that they could have taken instead. Like, okay, you want to spend one pick on a project? Fine. You're just going to spend, when your team is trying to win the chip, you don't want to at least maybe try to find one role player. It just
yeah.
speaks to some, I don't know, there's just something weird about this whole Milwaukee thing that is continuing to persist. So
Yeah, something's off there. They'll never win again. You heard it here first. AJ Johnson, though, that was his name, right?
Yep.
He was the young man who went to the draft. He wasn't invited to the green room, and he just sat in the stands with his family. That was
Yeah,
adorable.
You got to give him
You
credit.
gotta give him credit. So
Yeah.
I'm rooting for him because of
Yeah.
that. Because that's all. That was the only context I had of this
Yeah.
guy.
Winner, chicken dinner.
But yeah, so salute to him.
Yeah.
And and that has been the world's quickest redraft. And the No Shots 2024. That's who should have gone where.
Yeah, that's how they should have drafted
Yep.
these players.
No. Well,
No, that's how they should.
That's how they should have done it. That's how it
I
should have
would
been
have
done.
loved seeing Ainge get fired immediately.
Someone comes down and whispers in his ear.
Yep, he gets
Yeah.
hired by like the Hornets. He gets picked up right after that.
You're stuck with Bronny at that point.
Yep. What are you gonna do?
thanks for tuning in to part 1 of the No Shots podcast. Fun redraft. We'll be back with part 2. Go over some off-season moves. Finally get to that Knicks trade. I'm sure Danny's ready to go on that one. And we'll get into some Olympic hoops. So check out part 2. And yeah, thanks for listening to the show. The Ringer dropped an article that was the 111 greatest horror kills or something today.
Kill.
I couldn't look at it on my
Oh.
phone. I think the article was too long.
One of them's got to be the one where Johnny Depp gets sucked
Oh
into
yeah,
the bed.
that's gotta be high.
yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street. Was that one or two? One, right?
That's the first one. I don't see
Two. I don't remember. They all blend together.
Psycho. Gotta be number 1.
Mm.
For that list.
Eh.
I'm not arguing overrated, underrated. I'm just
That's what I
saying.
wanted to find out. I just wanted to scroll down to number 1.
It's probably Psycho.
Yeah, Psycho's probably top 3 for sure. Trying to think of another
Top
number
3.
1.
Maybe
guy.
they snuck in a,
Yeah. Let's.
Exorcist. Does Exorcist even have any death?
No, that's about saving the people.
All right, exactly.
Kind of does with
They
a
kill
off
people,
screen.
though.
Yeah, there's some
All right.
death.
He's just scrolling number 1.
It's so long. It's
so long.
incredibly long.
111.
Yeah.
And then The Shining would just be Scatman Crothers, unless you count Jack Nicholson dying at the end.
Spoilers for The Shining.
Who has not seen The Shining?
50-year-old
here?
movie.
Oh, that was The Shining.
You've never seen The Shining?
Jack's
No.
cold.
Jack's cold.
13?
Thank
13.
you. 13.
Oh, Carrie.
All right.
Carrie, Knives Out.
Oh, Knives Out. What?
Knives Out.
Hereditary's number 11. Charlie's Ride Home.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
bro.
the head knockoff. Yeah, rough.
Nightmare on Elm Street. Teen
Oh,
on
the ceiling. Nope.
The ceiling.
Ceiling one, bro.
Jaws opening scene.
I think
Pretty
that's
good.
the same one.
Trespassers from Texas Chainsaw
Tina is not Johnny
Massacre.
Depp's character's name.
Oh, but they're
Oh, that's a good
they're
one.
like both in bed together.
Doesn't she go on the ceiling and it gets sucked into? It's like the
Number-
same
Yeah,
thing,
I
but
think
just on the
it's-
ceiling.
I think it's the same scene.
No,
that I'm
Johnny
thinking
Depp
of.
gets sucked in while he's sleeping,
He's
and
into the
everything
bed?
gets sucked
Oh,
in. There was
okay.
like a TV on the bed, and then the blood just comes out.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
The Thing, the Defibrillator.
Oh, yeah.
1982.
Pretty good.
That's number 4.
Uh-huh.
Scream. Casey Becker.
Well, overrated.
Alien, the Chestburster.
Come on.
Oh, come on.
Come on. And tell
Psycho, the Shower.
Thank you.
overrated.
But you gotta, it's a list of,
No, of course.
They
I
have
understand
to.
that.
No, yeah, you gotta go with the cliches.
What was it
You
called?
gotta go with Wembanyama.
What was it? What was the, what was the
Johnny
movie?
Depp.
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
23.
23. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Past his bedtime.
Past his bedtime. Yeah, he has the Walkman on, and he has like the TV at the foot of the bed, and it all gets sucked in slowly.
Yeah.
And then
Why you should
Pretty
never
good.
have premarital
Wow.
sex.
That's why you should never go to sleep. You don't need sleep,
Course.
kids. Sleep's
You don't need-
fucking yeah, that's a good
The
one.
Scanner's Head
Scanners.
Explosion.
Classic.
The Wicker Man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Of course.
The Burning Man.
Dude,
Of course he
spoilers.
burns.
Dude, I almost rewatched that the other day, so it's so funny you said that right.
Really? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really good.
I almost rewatched it. Like the next day, I was like, oh, maybe I should do another.
It's totally
movie.
worth it, not just for the last season.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's great.
You've seen the
Yeah.
Charles? You've seen the original?
No.
Yeah, Christopher Lee.
I don't even know what
Young
you're talking
Christopher
about.
Lee is Lord Summerisle.
Who?
You ever seen the Nick Cage version?
No.
Not the bees, not the bees.
Okay, like a
The No Shots podcast is brought to you by Dank Delish Coffee. You can find Dank Delish Coffee beans at dankdelish.com and have their deliciousness shipped right to your lovely abode. Start your morning with a cup of delish. You can also follow the No Shots podcast on Spotify and YouTube. Like and comment. Thanks for listening to the show.